going to
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I think I started. Okay, good.
Okay, good. Okay, so this is Dylan. He's an undergrad who's going to be helping us demonstrate the vertical jump. So this is the Vertec. We're actually going to be measuring vertical jump by using this. So we have little markings indicated on this vertical component here that we're going to set. This marking right here is actually indicating that if you see it says 72 inches or 6 feet. So that means that this bottom flag right here is 6 feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Dylan take the arm that he's going to be using. I'm going to anchor this right here, and he's actually going to run his hand across, pushing those flags to get what's called his standing reach. We want to make sure that you're elevating that arm up, extending a little bit, but not trying to overextend by moving any other of your back musculature. So when we're counting this, each red is 6 inches, each blue is 1 inch, and each white is ½ inch. So we can count here that this is 6, 12, 13, 13 and a half. So we would just add that on to 72 inches. What's that, 85 and a half? 85 and a half inches would be his standing reach. Okay, so after we're done with that, you would want to get an idea by having the participant do some practice jumps. I'm not going to have him do that right now, but based on our previous, this is actually for a study, so based on some of our previous encounters with Dylan, we know that we're actually going to raise it up to about where he would be able to, within a range where he would be able to jump up and hit the panes without drastically underreaching them or drastically overreaching them. So we're going to set to about 100 and, let's see, 86, 84, 90, 96. We're going to set it to 96. Right, so what we're going to end up doing is we're going to subtract this height. So we're going to add whatever he hits onto that 96. We're going to take that as his jump height, and then we're going to subtract his standing reach in order to obtain what we would call the vertical difference. Okay, that's good. All right, so Dylan is going to be doing his counter movement jump. So essentially we're going to be taking advantage of the stretch reflex. He's going to raise his arms up into the sky. He's going to pop them down and then jump up. And then he's going to try to hit as many of those panes as possible. So go ahead, Dylan, at will. Good, so that is our first jump. As you can see, we have 6, 12, 18, and 19. 19, because we can see that blue at the top is also hit. Perfect. So he's going to end up doing that 2 more times, and that is going to give us all 3 of those attempts, which I will be posting on Canvas. So this is Dylan's last one. So we're doing this 3 times. We're going to take the best out of 3. So Dylan's going to go ahead, and we're going to demonstrate the counter movement jump from the side. Nice. So that is 20.
I don't know if I actually hit that.
I would say that's 20 because we have 18 and then 2 blues. So we got 20. So he got 19 on attempts 1 and 2, and he got 20 on the 3rd one. So we're going to be taking that. Good job, Dylan. Okay, so Dylan is going to be doing the leading step into a counter movement jump. So it's exactly the same as the original counter movement jump that we did before, except he's going to take a leading step into it. So a couple of feet back. Go ahead. Nice. So we got 17 and a half. All right, so 17 and a half for his first one. This is Dylan's last attempt. So he got 113 on his 113 and a half on his first one, 114 on his second. We're going to be looking at this last one. Remember, the height is set to 96, so every flag that I'm counting is added to 96. All right, go ahead, Dylan. Nice. So we got 18, 19 and a half. Good job, buddy. We want to take lower rest times for warm-ups. The warm-up scheme is actually mentioned on your lab worksheet, and then in between max attempts, anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes is fine. Try not to take any longer than that.
3.
We're videotaping.
Yeah, I'm gonna be putting it up for them to see what a fail looks like. Would you mind giving me a handoff too?
Yep.
Okay, let me just set up. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thanks. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so Mitch is going to end up doing he's going to do a 3 rep max, and then you are going to extrapolate his 1 rep max off of this. This is his first attempt. Attempt number 2. Nice. All right, 3rd attempt.
Easy.
Come on.
Drive it, come on, there you go. Nice. So Dylan is going to be using the hand grip dynamometer. The important thing to keep in mind is that the grip is actually able to be set. So if he turns it to the side a little bit, you can see that there are all these different notches for where you can put that handle. So basically what we want is we want the two, so we want the forefinger, or we want the middle finger and the ring finger to have a nice good grip that makes about a 90-degree angle here. So we don't want it to be too far out or too close together. This actually looks pretty good. Does that feel like a comfortable grip?
Yeah.
Okay, so we actually have a little dial right here. So as he squeezes, it's going to push this little metal dial, and it's going to stay there even when he lets go. So each time that we do this, we got to reset it. So we want to make sure we're not squeezing it all right now. We're going to keep our arm nice and to our side, stand up nice and tall. We're going to squeeze as hard as we can. Go for it as hard as we can. Hold it and release. So we got right about, what would you say that is? About 30 kilograms of force. Okay, so Dylan's going to be doing the sit and reach test. He's nice and limber, so he's actually not going to do the back saver variation with his leg up. So basically what we want to do is we want his feet nice and flat in that little opening on the box. He's going to be breathing normally. He's going to lean back ever so slightly with his hands crossed, and then he's going to lean forward, touch, and push that little marker. We're getting a good reading here, so I would say that we are at, I'll let you interpret that first one. And he's going to end up doing this a total of 3 more times. I'll end up taking the pictures and labeling